Hey, Spitwads out there. You want to become a real Spitwad, an official Spitwad, help support this great show? Yes, you can be a real Spitwad. Go to spitballerspod.com and click Become a Spitwad. You can help support us. You get access to our entire archive. You can ask questions on the Spit Tank. It'll be a great experience. Go to spitballerspod.com right now.
What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
Playing the hits. That was a classic Holloway scat intro.
I forgot it was me.
You didn't look at the screen and see yourself on the
No, I'm
on the
not
single
that
shot?
narcissistic, Mike.
I saw
I
you.
don't
Did you
see.
I'm always looking at the screen.
I only
my
see
friends.
other people. I don't see myself. You see what I mean?
So, like, when you're on there and there's nobody else, you see other people.
I see.
You look at that screen and you go,
I see.
"That's Samuel L. Jackson." I see other people.
It's a condition.
Does your
I'm
wife
being
know about this?
Treated.
Does your
Wait,
wife know
hold
you see other
on,
people?
hold on.
My wife.
Well, you said you
Are
see other
you-
people.
I thought I lived with Kevin Bacon.
Are
No?
you a vampire?
I don't know, Mike. How
Like
do you
you-
know?
because-
I don't eat people.
No, vampires don't eat people.
I
right?
don't.
They
Drink,
drink
I
their
don't.
blood.
I don't drink people.
That is not a thing.
No, but when they don't reflect. So if you're in the morning and you look in the mirror and you're not there, you only see other people.
Oh.
You're very pasty.
You are known for being very pasty.
No, I'm letting you finish the insult, Jason.
Thank you. I appreciate
Welcome to the Spitballers Pod. We have a Would You Rather, a Situation Room, and a wonderful draft. On the show today, last week's draft really
it. Oh,
went off the rails in terms of intelligence. We manifested many of the qualities of geniuses
No.
during that show,
No.
especially Mike.
It was
And so I encourage you to go listen.
I think you're talking about the
2 weeks ago.
right?
Yes, that is what I was talking about. Sorry. I'm remembering 2 weeks ago when we had a very crazy draft. Welcome in. At the top of the show, you heard Jason talk about something brand new. Now, the fans of the show, you've asked for a few things, and one of the things that you talk about is, hey, you'd love to have more episodes. Well, the pathway to doing more with this show, which takes time and resources, couple producers, hosting, bandwidth, all that stuff. Part of the process of getting where you want to go with this show was kind of spinning up a formal community for the Spitwads. So we've done that. You can go to spitballerspod.com. You can become a member of the official community, and you get access to the full archive of shows. Everything that we ever do will be ad-free on the community, so you can subscribe to the premium content. So check that out. We encourage you to. You can also follow us on Twitter at SpitballersPod. We appreciate all the reviews, the support. This is show 57-ish. 57-ish.
there's a
missing
mysterious
episode.
missing episode from what we hear. We don't understand why or how.
If we find it,
We'll
we
put it.
we might tell you. Let's get it going.
Would you rather?
Had to double tap over there.
Not everything's perfect, Mike. I don't see perfect people.
I don't see my iPad. Have you thought about going to the eye doctor?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
a lot
man.
of eye problems going on.
I don't see.
Period.
Justin from Twitter wrote in a would you rather question. He wants us to tackle this one, guys. Would you rather dress like a toddler or talk like a toddler for the rest of your life?
Woof.
Now, I'm a little confused here because we dressed our toddlers like super chic, awesome
Yes.
looking
Is
kids.
toddler
what is-
2 to
what is-
3 years old?
Yeah,
Yes,
toddler is
when they're up and they're walking, but they are toddling around.
I always
So
view
that's more like 1 to 2.
I always view a toddler as you walk, but you still poop in your pants.
Yeah, I agree with
If
that.
you're out of the diaper, you're kind of a little kid. If you're still walking around in the diaper, and pooping in your pants, you're a toddler.
I don't disagree. I think that means you're probably wearing
A diaper.
a diaper.
Yeah, I just realized that. That's
And I
going to be
think
a problem.
You need to-
Or a solution, which depending on your perspective.
So wait, that begs the second question. If you were forced to wear a diaper,
Of course he would.
would you use the diaper?
Of course he would.
Oh heck
No.
yeah, man, dude! If I was forced to wear a diaper, and I not like you got to wear a diaper down the street. Is a funny
No.
gag.
You have to wear it
I
every
have
day,
to
all day long.
Wear a diaper all day
Come
long.
on.
Why would I not?
We would
use-
not be friends.
You wouldn't know.
I would know.
I would not number two. I would not
Okay.
number
A
two.
A little
in there.
oneski.
A little oneski. You wouldn't know the difference. I was sitting in my chair.
Little
one-
drip.
A little one ski, I can maybe, if you're not sloshing around, I might be okay.
You just see Jason, a smile slowly forming across his face.
I shake when I.
Oh,
go.
you had the chill
So
at
you'd
the
know.
end.
Yeah.
You'd give yourself away.
No, I would definitely pee my pants.
So wait,
for
is
you.
this now becoming a would you rather dress like a toddler? That's a perk.
Right.
Versus talk like a toddler, that's a negative.
I'm just trying to find the positive of talking like a toddler.
There's none.
But if I dress like a toddler, I get to pee my pants anywhere I want.
if you
A lot of overalls.
Mike is a man of few words. Anyway, you don't
Yes.
like talking. So in this case, when you go into Starbucks as a toddler, you could just say, drink, drink,
No,
drink.
there are few,
Wah, wah.
There are few things that grind my gourd.
You just couldn't go gears
No, everyone says grind my gears. That
for a reason.
That's-
so he's
that's-
talking like a toddler over here.
that snips my satchel
Whoa.
like a toddler, like the toddler talking.
Really?
especially
Kids learning.
Not
Really
a two,
chaps
not a
your
2-year-old. Really, it's once they're old enough and they talk, but then they just revert on purpose. And I cannot handle baby talk.
Yeah.
The sweet nothings of the two young lovebirds when they start doing baby talking.
Hey,
Oh my
Schmoopy.
goodness!
Hey, Schmoopy.
I have never wanted to punch other people and myself in the face.
So here's my favorite part of this
More.
story, Mike. My favorite part of the story is the fact that now in this hypothetical, well, sure, we could
Right.
talk like a toddler, but the only people, for the most part, that you see really talking like this are toddlers. And so you're
Mike
saying
hates
that
toddlers.
he wants to punch toddlers.
And himself.
I just said the young lovebirds that they do the baby talk to each other, and the children who are old enough to know better.
Oh, Mikey.
Yeah.
Aw,
Oh, dude,
Mikey, come on.
I
Mikey.
can't handle it.
Can I get a little answer wancer?
No,
No?
no.
I'm making a pee-pee wee-wee.
If you have to say that every time, you don't get to do one skis or two skis. You know, if you're going, I'm having
Making
a
a
little.
poo-poo doo-doo. Whoopsies.
Yeah, oops.
I'm taking the dress like a
I
toddler.
think I have to.
You can't talk like a toddler.
No, it's wrong.
Stop.
Charles from Twitter, would you rather always shake a sweaty hand
That is not fun.
or always have to chest bump everyone?
Now,
Now, we go on tour for our show, like the Fantasy
Right.
Footballers,
Sure.
and we do meet and greets after every live show. You shake a lot of hands. In fact, I even told Jason this the other day. I said, my hand's a little sore because we ran into a group of
your
like,
hand got sore.
because I felt like we ran through a group of like Marines that they had a real strong
His
shake.
little handy windy got with
I
a sword.
think that speaks to your grip strength during a handshake.
My
Right.
grip strength's fine.
Clearly, it's not.
This
'Cause
wasn't Mike
you got it.
Tyson.
My grip strength doesn't stop their grip strength.
It does.
Yeah.
If you are able to match their squeeze, then everything is okay. If they are establishing dominance in the
Okay.
handshake, your hand gets hurt.
So I need to shake harder.
yes.
No, you
But
need to.
we do
no-
run into sweaty hands
No
sometimes.
limp fish handshake.
Oh, limp fish. Do you not get out of the way? Get out of the county. I don't need you. Of all the people on earth, the limp 4-finger fish handshake, I will have you escorted
So
out to 10 cities.
Here's the worst thing. So we're doing these hundreds of handshakes, right? And I'm with you guys, right? You need a nice, sturdy,
Yeah.
firm handshake. And nothing is worse than when me, a great handshaker, goes in and I accident. You know what I mean? Like you mess up.
You get grabbed too soon.
Yeah, and so then I give the little.
Now you're the fish.
And now I give the wet fish handshake. I'm like, no. And in my head, I'm thinking,
Did you say wet fish? Are you a sweaty? Are you a sweaty handshake?
But no, I don't think I sweat in the palms. I don't think my hands sweat. But yeah, I hate when I am the floppy fish handshake.
Because of speed. You need to handshakes are complicated. So it needs to be firm and you got to get it in there quick. This is why I go fist bump.
There's nothing wrong at all going the fist bump.
Well, no. But do you go chest bump? Because that's the question.
Yeah.
And
that would get old.
That would get old. And that would be uncomfortable with some people.
Yeah.
And in funerals.
Nana?
Yeah, Nana and Nana
What's
the
up,
chest
Nana?
bump. Wow.
Nana's on the ground.
How's your hip, Nana?
It would be awkward at weddings when you have that whole, like, the bride and groom
Greeting
walk
the bride.
through, greeting the bride and groom.
Yes.
You doubled the groom, okay, whatever. The bride,
We now pronounce you man and wife. You may walk.
Yeah.
As they're walking down, you just jump out
Chest
the
bump.
seat.
The sweaty handshake, we run into them, that's my point.
Well,
obviously, people are very nervous to meet us. We're incredible.
We are very
intimidating from a physical perspective.
Handsome.
Yeah. But always shaking a sweaty hand?
Ugh.
I would need a lot of hand sanitizer on me.
So is this we are the sweaty hand, or every handshake that we shake is
Al
sweaty?
Borland, can you weigh in here?
Everybody whose hand you shake, their hand is sweaty.
Oh my gosh, that's tough when we do hundreds of handshakes.
Yeah.
Because then
So many handshakes.
you realize what happens
I'll
is
cast my arm, man. I'll pretend I broke it.
that means that everyone thinks that we're the sweaty hand person after the first
They might.
3. Because,
Because
Hold on.
we're translating the sweat from that first
Exactly.
guy or every guy.
But this just gives me a great excuse to wear fingerless gloves.
You've been waiting
so
for one.
This
huh?
is your moment.
As a young lad, there was not much cooler than the fingerless gloves.
Have you thought about buying a motorcycle? That could give you a reason.
No, I don't
What
buy
about
the
being an
motorcycle.
Uber driver? Because we had an Uber driver last week with fingerless gloves.
It's true. Racing gloves.
And he looked awesome. Or like shakes a lot of sweaty hands.
Where does that come from? What
I'm
is the
not
actual,
sure.
Is the purpose motorcycle riding?
Yeah, I believe that's where the fashion became cool.
But those are like leather, not
Yes.
like mittens without fingers.
No, it's not the mitten where the cap comes on. They're intentionally, they've cut them off. Because I need gloves,
Do you wear
but I also need the tactile
Do you wear toeless
sensation.
Fingerless mittens would be the stupidest thing in the world.
'Cause there's no,
My
like-
hands need to be warm, but not too. I need some of them to be freezing, parts to be sweating.
Would you wear?
It's like one leg out at night, Jason. It
Well,
solves so many problems.
Dude, I go feet out. I'm covered in blankets, feet exposed.
feet only.
Feet only. Yes, I have feet out. That's a true story.
I'm always most comfortable feet out. I am the guy that at the hotel, first thing I do is pull all the sheets off the bed. I can't have them
because they're trying to suffocate you.
Yes, they're
What is
animals.
the deal with that?
I don't know.
Why are they tucked in so ferociously?
People like it cozy, Mike. Some people think
That's not cozy.
short people
No.
like it cozy. Tall people don't want to be stuck in there.
Look, you make fun
Jason,
of me for being shorter
answer
than you.
Andy's question.
No, it's still prison. It's prison either way. I don't want to go to jail in my hotel bed. You've got to untuck those sheets. It's ridiculous.
Now, have you ever worn the socks that have the individual toe spots?
I've never done it.
That seems like that seems dangerous.
I would do that and then cut them off.
Your toes?
Ooh, yes,
Yeah,
no,
all my toes. I've had enough of
Get
these.
these off of here.
these socks make me want to cut my toes off.
I think I have to, man. Both of these are going to be awkward forever in social situations.
Gotta
I have
shake a
to go
sweaty hand.
sweaty hand because I
Yeah.
can't. I could get punched for the chest bump.
I'm going to go chest bump. I recognize that it could start a fight. I recognize some guy's going to be like, bro, why'd you chest bump my girl? I'll be like, I was just saying hi. This is how I do.
It's how I do it.
Well, to
Watch.
be fair, he would also get a chest bump.
That's right. And I would lovingly give him a chest bump. I'm giving everybody chest bump. I'm the chest bump
It
guy.
could be your thing. It should be your thing now. Like when fans of the
You think
show,
so?
when fans of the show come up and say, "Oh, is it Jason from the Fantasy Footballers
Now-
from the Spitballers podcast?"
Are we talking
Chest bump.
a chest bump where you're calling your shot, where they see you approaching and you're
Yes,
pointing up in the air?
yes.
And then if they don't jump,
I'm
it's
landing
chest to
on them.
face.
That's right. That's what it always will be. I'm choosing chest bump.
I'm going
hopefully
sweaty
chest to
hand.
chest.
And Mike, your sweaty hand.
Yeah.
All right, Nelly from the website. All right. Didn't have any 90s Nelly references.
I was waiting.
They
Thought
ran,
you were going to go into one.
They ran through my head.
Not all of them are very appropriate.
I couldn't find one to land on.
Would you rather have your name constantly be butchered by people, just sown, or meet everyone you meet, or never be able to land a high five?
Oof.
So this is very interesting because these two are kind of
A lot of social etiquette going on
Interaction,
this
yeah.
show because one who cannot land a high five, that is quite an embarrassing social stature.
if your name's always butchered, that is different than just on first meeting. Because if you can correct anybody on your first meeting. Oh, it's actually Andy. Oh, it's actually Andrew. But if that person now butchers your name forevermore, like we have one of the writers for our show, our editor, Kyle Borgogan.
The Borgogan, yes.
He loves that. He loves
Right.
having his name butchered. Not
It's
really.
actually Borgognoni.
Yes, it is French Canadian.
That's right.
Um,
Bonjour.
Bonjour. But this would be every time. I mean, this is like your friends, your family, the 50th time. Your
But-
mom. Your
but
mom's
see-
butchering your name.
But that's fine because the thing is that doesn't reflect poorly to me. Like,
That's on you.
that's on them. They're the mistake. If I'm the bad high five guy, that's on me. That's like, dude, just hit my hand, and you can't. You miss it every time. That's I'm at fault.
That's true.
I feel like in most things,
Do you
I would
butcher
rather.
your own name when you introduce yourself, though?
Well, of course.
Borland?
every ti- Yeah, I think you'd have to.
So
People you meet.
Like,
No,
hi,
it's
I'm
not
Randy.
yourself.
Jason. I'm Jason.
It's not you. It's everyone
Correct.
else.
Yeah, it's just the people that you meet.
then I will go
Right after
butcher.
I'll go to the butcher.
Would you rather be a butcher or always miss a high five?
Okay, now we're talking.
Now we're
talking.
talking.
Would you rather be a butcher or always miss high fives? Because here's the deal.
You gotta
If
be
I'm a butcher, I'm not a podcaster.
Right.
I love
You're
my
a,
job.
And you're not just a butcher for a day or two. You're a butcher for life.
And that's
You've got a life contract.
you can have a good. That's a good job. There's
Sure.
make no mistake. We're not
For
bad mouthing
butchers,
butchers.
though. Butchers are the ones that really want that job.
Right. Butchers love being butchers. That's something you don't. If you ever see a butcher at your local deli, just go up to them and say, "Hey, man, congrats," because you know.
Have you ever met a melancholy butcher?
No,
No.
I've never met- butchers
Yes,
are the
yeah.
best.
Actually, the last butcher I met, very melancholy.
For real?
Really?
Here's your ribeye.
No. I went to get some
They were
4th of July stuff a while back.
4 flanks.
I've never been handed 4 Italian sausages in a more regrettable, melancholy fashion.
On the 4th?
Yeah,
Was it
it
on the
wasn't-
fourth?
it
Oh, come on!
You're mad at the guy? You're calling him out? He has to work on the holiday?
How dare you
What a
not
monster.
happily hand me my meat on the 4th of July while you're
Sir,
forced to work?
Sir, don't you love America?
How melancholy can you be?
Okay, Spitwads.
okay,
I'm on non-holidays. Go up to your butcher in your deli and say, "Congratulations."
That's-
on holidays,
I went
walk
in
up.
on Christmas Day for my roast, and he was super bummed out about
Yeah.
it.
Don't go up and say congratulations when they're working on the 4th or on Christmas. Go up and say, "Thank you for your butcher services."
For your butcher service.
Oh, almost got a spit take for
Oh,
mine.
all right.
Almost.
So I will go the name butchered route. What do you guys think?
I will
Yeah,
not
name
be.
butchered.
I like my job. I'm not going to be a butcher, so I will lose on high fives.
All right.
The Situation Room.
All right, into the situation room we go. By the way, if you are out there listening, Spitballers fan, and you do like fantasy football, we have a fantasy football podcast called The Fantasy Footballers.
Hey.
And it is almost football season, is my point. This show's coming out. We're probably into camp now, so you can check that out as well. All right, situation number 1. Derek from Twitter has a question. You are given the opportunity to write one law that takes place immediately, and everyone is required to follow. What law do you write?
Great
Oh my
power.
Goodness. So I can
This
write
is almost a
any
genie
law.
situation.
This
Almost.
is almost. It's not magical,
No.
but I can make any law come into existence. The
Selfless or selfish?
Yeah, I mean, you could go for the people. You could go the people for me.
People don't always follow laws, though,
That's true. No, but you can throw them in jail.
for not
I
worshiping
can tell
you
you- I can
as
tell-
king.
Well, if I were to be someone who were to write the worship law of me, I can tell you right now the punishment for said law.
Death.
Well, I mean, it's treason. So, yeah, I'll look. But I'm not going to write that law.
No, you would never.
No. That just comes naturally.
That with my second law, if it ever came around, then I'm doing it.
Man,
This
so
is a difficult one,
I could get Priuses off the road. That'd be awesome.
which you've brought up before.
I have brought that up.
Sweet potatoes
I'm just
could-
trying to think.
I mean, you could get rid of them.
What if you just say that if you have a Prius, you are required by law, you must go 13 over the speed limit.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That would fix it.
Because they're actually good for the environment.
I don't have any problem with the vehicle. It's a good vehicle.
I'm
but
going social experiment.
when humans get in that vehicle.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Here's the new law.
Okay.
The law is that you don't have to pay taxes ever if you eat one spider a day on camera. So
That's just a very anti-Jason law.
you have to eat a spider
So I have to pay
Your
tax.
government
every day.
is crumbling in 2 weeks.
and you will not pay taxes.
All the
if you do
spiders
it.
are gone.
Think about it. You could
But
clear.
let me ask this.
What is eating a spider? You put it in your mouth.
Oh, I know about eating spiders. What is the benefit to the country?
I said social experiment. The
Okay.
benefit is, what are you willing to do to avoid taxes? I'm really asking a would you rather question in the form of a law. I think that's
Yeah.
what just happened.
I will eat a spider every day.
Would you?
Yes.
So you would eat a spider every
Every
day
day.
to
Every
not
day,
pay
sure.
taxes.
Yeah.
Does it have to be alive or
You got to
dead?
hunt them yourself.
See, that makes it a little bit more difficult. What
Yeah,
if I
that's
breed
tough.
them?
That's tough. You could breed them.
Okay.
Then
But-
you're a spider breeder that eats spiders every day.
Do you eat them alive or dead? That's
Either.
That's the deal breaker.
You would
for me.
eat. You're that pro spider that you would be able to put one a live one in.
spider in your mouth?
Yeah. Taxes. Come on, man.
So
That's-
taxes are worse than eating spiders.
Wow.
Borland, which direction
I think
would
we
you
could
go?
put a poll out, and then I think it would be pretty unanimous.
Eating spiders, 365 spiders a year, or paying taxes.
I'd be paying taxes, unfortunately.
I would be paying some Mondo taxes.
And your taxes would be even higher because I'm not paying any of
That
them.
is
they
true.
all fall on my
They do
shoulders
fall.
now.
Same amount of taxes have to be paid. That's the law I'm passing, and I don't care what you have to say about it.
All right, that's your law. I think for my law, so I'm going to stick with cars.
Ooh.
I'm going
I think
to
mine's a car one as well. We're
Wow.
just conversing.
All right.
All right.
I am getting rid of the speed limit.
Steering wheels.
Oh,
I
you're
am
going
getting
Autobahn.
I'm going Autobahn. Look, I trust myself enough to be able to speed wherever I want. I'm going to get myself a nice fast car. I'm going to get everywhere I want quicker. I'm never going to have to be looking out for all the radars.
I experienced your world
Yeah.
this morning because I was I was turning right to go into our complex at the intersection, and a motorcyclist came through that intersection at a rate of speed that basically knocked my car on its ass. I'm talking unbelievable speed. This man is deceased right now somewhere in Arizona, probably over 500 miles away from here at this speed. But it was scary. I don't trust you. I don't trust that law.
You can look. There's just because I
thought
removed the speed
Autobahn
limit.
was super safe.
Yeah, it is. But just because I removed the speed limit doesn't mean you have to drive like a maniac. You could drive your standard 12 miles an hour, Andy.
The Autobahn is a freeway.
Yes.
His rule applies
Wait, so
everywhere.
you're going global?
I am going.
So school zone. No more school zones.
I'm going everywhere outside of like residential. You
that
what I
would
mean?
include the school zone.
No,
Sometimes.
school zones have.
So everything's
But
off
that's
limits.
a problem.
But
Because
schools-
if I'm coming up to a school zone and I'm driving 115, I mean, that's a big problem.
I will protect the schools, Mike. I have a platform for running for president.
You
I
do.
will protect education in this country. The problem is, I want to get my kids to school quicker.
So you can drive as fast as you want nowhere.
I can drive as fast as I want, wherever I want, unless I'm going to school, in which case I got to slow down a little bit beforehand.
All right. Mike, do you have any ideas?
The only thing that's coming to my head, for I don't know, whatever reason, traffic lights. Okay, when it is the red arrow, but there is not the option
Oh, to yield?
for it to turn into the flashing yellow light. It's infuriating
It's like, I could go here. Nobody's
Yeah,
coming.
You just want to fix that one little issue.
because I think this can actually get done. It's not outlandish.
You can do anything. This gives
You want to know a real?
No more sitting at a stupid red turn arrow that without the option for the yield to start flashing.
It's not bad. If you want to start with some real legislation that could help the world. How about this? Fast food drinks, 16 ounces or less. All of them. Everywhere.
Now you're slipping into a that's
oh yeah,
that's rough, man.
Them's fighting words.
People were not happy when those laws started
I
getting
know
passed.
they're not happy, but they're not as fat. And that is,
Soda is rough.
yeah.
Speaking of soda, I could go for a cool, refreshing Pepsi.
Could I do something where Hostess apple pies have to be
double their size.
No. The size
He
is
wants the
perfect.
proportions the same.
I just want them everywhere. I don't want to be able to go to
You
a
must
place of business.
offer them.
You must offer Hostess
if
apple
you
pies.
sell food.
No, how dare you? Because if I go somewhere that doesn't sell food, I want Hostess apple pies. So basically, if you are a business, you now sell food because you sell Hostess apple pies.
Every operating taxable business must sell Hostess apple
That's
pie.
right. Are you a CPA? When I go to get my taxes
Sir, would you
done,
like a water
or
a Hostess apple pie?
I will take
$1.25.
I will take 4 Hostess apple pies, please. And yes, that water
Pay
will be
taxes.
necessary.
You could either not pay taxes at all if you don't eat Hostess apple pies that year.
Oh, come on, man. Oh, I'll tell you what.
You like Hostess apple
No,
pies that much?
Yeah.
I like Hostess apple pies enough to eat them
For thousands of
on
dollars.
the black market. I'm smuggling these things in where nobody can see. I'm taking it down like my Hawaiian rolls into some recess of my house. I'm eating them there. I'm lying on my taxes saying, I didn't eat no Hostess apple pies.
With it dripping down his face.
And they're going to say, sir, you're 325 pounds. I know you've eaten Hostess apple
Can't
pies.
wait.
We know it didn't come from the soda.
For the moral dilemma of your wife catching you eating black market apple pies,
Oh,
and
my
then
God.
she has to decide:
Do I tell?
do I do the patriotic thing and turn my husband into the
And
law?
pay taxes now. All right, new situation. Josh from Twitter. You're being forced to replace your other two co-hosts with two characters from your favorite sitcoms. Who are you bringing in to replace them
Andy
with?
Dwyer. I call Andy Dwyer for one of you two. Mike, you are now Andy from
That's Parks and Rec.
Yes.
You realize that they have to be able to do this job.
Dude, he would do this job so far better than you or me or Andy.
So you've got Andy Dwyer.
The job here is to entertain.
I don't think he would be on time and be able to hold down a conversation on the microphone.
Michael Scott, George Costanza. There are my two.
Michael Scott and George Costanza.
It's going to be explosive. It's going to be filled with facts.
That would be so explosive. Those
That
two
would
together.
be so explosive.
Those two together would be incredible. So I've still got to find someone. So I like what you've done, Andy. You have
It's
made
radio.
a mixture that could explode.
Yeah, I want something that's it's going to end up in the press every day because Michael Scott's going to come in here. He's going to make some claims that are factually inaccurate. George Costanza is going to lose his mind about those.
Wow.
And I'm just going to be here hosting like I do.
All right, so I still need one. You need two,
Also,
Mike.
I
I've got
currently
my
have
two.
George Costanza and Michael Scott as co-hosts.
I am.
Which one are you? I don't know.
I'm taking Andy Samberg's Jake character from Brooklyn Nine-Nine
Oh, so good.
because he is going to be hilarious, and he's also smart.
Yeah?
He's a pretty good cop.
Good at his job.
And then I'm also going to bring in Charlie from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, that'd be very good.
I was hoping you were going Charlie from Charlie Brown.
Oh, that would
The
make-
famous sitcom, Charlie Brown.
That's what was running
The
through my
laugh
head.
track was so good in that show.
See, I'm
Wah, wah.
I'm gonna bring in. Oh, dude, I'm getting ran over by a Lexus.
Wait,
You're,
Yes.
you're just bringing Parks and Rec. Why don't you
Yes.
just do a Parks and Rec podcast?
Yeah.
We should do a part.
He tries to claim one Parks and Rec character so fast that we can't
Yes.
claim him because it's so highly competitive
That's
for
right.
him. Then he goes, John Ralphio.
John Ralphio and Andy
Okay.
Dwyer. We will have a banger of a podcast.
Yeah, I like that. All right, one more situation, then we're into our draft. Peter from Twitter. You hear a knock at the door.
Oh. Hello.
It is death.
Oh,
Oh, it's the Grim Reaper.
It has come to take you.
it's unfortunate.
Before he does, he gives you a chance to save your life by challenging him in a retro video game of your choice.
Oh, all right. So where do I dominate?
Super
What
Smash
do you-
Bros. 64
Pick Mike.
is done. Super Smash
Are
Bros.
you
64.
still good at it?
I
Would you believe that if you sat down? Because I hear you
Yes.
challenging people to that sometimes.
yes, I firmly believe
It would
that-
be a quick.
that I could sit down and I would be up to speed in 2 matches. And Super Smash Bros. 64, I'm on record. I will play as Fox McCloud, and I will take on anyone, anywhere. By anywhere, I mean if you come to Arizona, we will play Super Smash Bros.
All
64.
expenses not paid.
Yeah.
I know mine, but go ahead, Jay.
I will go Tecmo Super Bowl or Super Tecmo Bowl, whichever. If you want to be a stickler about it.
Now,
I hope you name it, and then he's like, "That game doesn't exist," and he just kills you.
Yeah, that'd
With-
probably happen. He's probably a stickler, huh?
He's a stick-
with
death is a
on-
stickler.
With death on the line, would you really want to go with a sports game that still has a bit of
Luck factor.
of computer luck built into it?
Well, so here's the thing.
Like, a fumble happened.
Right, I totally get that. My life is in the hands of Tecmo. But I don't know. So, like, if I could use a Game Genie, there are a lot of
You
other
can't
games.
use a Game Genie against death.
Yeah, but I would. But that's what
Clearly
I
in
need.
his
Death,
rules.
Death would catch you halfway through. I can see him. He
would-
looks over at the controller.
It was not the controller; it's the giant contraption hanging
Yeah.
out of the
That's
Nintendo.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Jason,
What is that?
why does
what are
he
you
sound
talking
like
about?
Batman?
He sounded a lot like.
I'm Grim Reaper. I'm Death.
See, I was gonna go with Super Mario Kart, but
Swear to me.
Super Mario Kart,
Ooh,
there's a.
there's no. Do you know how many people have challenged death to a game of Super Mario
They
Kart?
all
And he's
think
gonna,
they can beat
He's
him.
going to be so good at that game.
The problem is they have that
gonna
like
beat you with
the
Bowser.
balancing. Like, you know, when you're in last place, you get all the best power ups. When you're in first place, you don't. I can see myself crossing the finish line, about to
Getting a blue shell.
red shell. No, I ain't no blue shells in
Not
Super
in-
Mario.
yeah, you're
Kart.
right.
I get red shelled, and then death comes for me, and it's over. That would be rough. But that's the best game. I was the best at that game than any game I ever played.
Oh, it's interesting. I'll use the Game Shark then. Game Genie won't work. I will use the Game Shark,
Of
and I
course
will
you had a game shark.
Tecmo Super Bowl.
You got me.
That's darn right I did, Death.
All right, let's move on.
The Spitballers Draft.
Oh my goodness. All right. Today's mock draft here on I can tell the mock draft's about to start because I look around and my two co-hosts, they got their pens out, they're jotting down ideas, both of them simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
And our draft today is an idea that came from Diego on Twitter. So thank you, Diego. Today's draft is a simple one, a smelly one, because we are drafting the worst smells. The worst smells possible. Let your imagination run wild.
Okay.
Man,
I have the first pick.
congratulations.
And that stinks.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, can I have 2 picks now? Can I have 2 picks?
You can have 4 picks, but they come at the normal spots in the
All right. So a lot of things to consider. Look, smells, I think the ones we'll draft are going to be pretty universally bad.
I would say also if you are sitting down for a meal and you're enjoying our podcast right now, you may want to finish that meal before we start talking
The
about some
little
of this stuff.
pause button.
If you're
Yeah,
enjoying
go back
a
and listen
hostess,
to our draft of best smells while you
Yes.
eat that, and then you can
Yes.
come back and tune into this one.
Thank you, Al. Thank you, Al. And you'll be happy to know you did not make the list.
Oh,
So-
well, speak for yourself.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, you still
That
got
means a
2
lot.
other people.
I would say most of these are going to end up universal. Smells are a little bit subjective.
Right.
Certainly.
Some people, I would say the order in which you put bad smells is subjective. You might agree that there are 5 bad smells, but you might hate
Sure.
one more than another.
Some people love the smell of gasoline. Some people hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Smells are subjective for sure.
I'm going to go with the number 1 pick of a corpse.
Okay.
So a corpse, animal, human, decomposing flesh, however you want to describe it, a dead, decomposing
I do have some
body.
questions.
Okay.
Do have some questions.
Are you calling me smelly? That was
How many decomposing human bodies have you smelled?
great question. Mike.
And that is why, see, Mike, you did not catch me. because
I feel like you caught yourself in the middle of it.
no. I said a decomposing corpse, body, flesh. I've smelled plenty of dead animals.
Okay.
I was shocked. We found a dead bird in our backyard. I put it in the trash can. Trash comes in a day. I'm telling you that the street, there were fire alarms going off by the 24 hours. It smelled so bad. It is an unfathomably bad smell.
I'm pretty happy you went with that because that was not my number one pick.
That's fine. That's
Sure.
fine. So
Now
I'm on the clock.
I'm starting to sweat over here, Mike.
I am on the
because
clock.
was that one of the two that you wanted to get to you?
No, I didn't.
Wait.
I didn't have two.
Are you trying to get me to pick your sweat?
Do you like the smell of my sweat?
Not really.
It is
Well,
one
then
of
please.
these.
I will
worst.
take vomit.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
I will take vomit. It is the worst. There are not very many smells that are notorious for getting other people to vomit.
Other than vomit.
But someone
And
else's
dead bodies.
vomit.
Dead bodies.
But
yes.
I don't think. In fairness, I don't think it's just the smell of vomit that gets people to vomit. It's the whole act. Like
No,
you see someone
It's-
throwing up.
No,
you
cleaning
see
up
it.
cleaning up vomit makes you.
Some people are more
It's the gag
sensitive.
reflex, yeah.
And when my wife and I got married 13 years ago, we made a deal. We said when we have children, I'm handling snot duties, you handle vomit duties. Because I am a sympathetic puker. If I smell it within a mile, I'm gagging.
Yes.
Although I will say that when you have kids, you push through. Something with your kids, you just ignore it. But if another random person throws up,
Jason's cracking his knuckles.
Just
So,
warming up.
I got dead body, you've got
So
vomit, which is a great selection.
Here's
a terrible selection.
Here's my favorite thing. So when I saw, okay, this is it, a lot of ideas come to mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you always want to check, like, what am I forgetting? I do a little Google search. What are some of the worst smells? And on one of these lists, don't worry, guys, I'm not gonna draft this. But one of the known worst smells is boiled urine.
Hold on.
Yes.
Oh, we need to dive into boiled
What?
urine.
Why does
I would
it
say
have
we
to be?
don't need to dive in.
Why does it have? Who discovered
Who is boiling?
that it smells worse when it's boiled? Like, this is such a known thing. It made a list of like
There's part of me that wants to believe if you boiled it, it would become water and you could drink it.
well,
Like it would boil the
steam.
urine away.
Well, here's the thing: urine is sterile.
Not for long.
But so I'm imagining that someone slipped a onesie into like a pot that was already on the fryer, and then someone was just like, "Oh, sweet! I left some water in here," and then they turn it on. How else do you end up with boiled urine?
How else
don't
do you guys
know.
make macaroni?
That's what I'm saying. They went to
So-
make some mac and cheese.
So you're not drafting boiled urine.
Boiled urine.
Congrats.
This is going to be easy for me because the first two things that came to my mind, I got two picks here. The first thing is other people's farts, right? My farts, they're fantastic. They don't.
Sure.
They're great.
You love your brand.
Other people's farts, I don't want to smell them.
They're bad.
I just went to a little staycation here, and I walked in this elevator,
Oh, come on.
and
now.
it was, I don't know if it was one of my kids. I would like to think it wasn't. It probably was. But it was not good. And when I am stuck, in an elevator,
Sure.
in an airplane, in an open room, and I smell your farts, I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it.
Why are you looking at me so
wanting-
intently?
wanting you to know.
He doesn't enjoy it, Andy.
Okay. Yeah, all right. I
Respect.
got the message.
No,
Don't fart on you anymore.
My second thing that came to mind was courtesy of a gentleman at a local
Boiled
home,
urine.
at a local Home Depot. Boiled urine. Body odor.
Oh, yes.
When you are stinky, rancid, haven't showered in a long time, we're talking real BO. I don't know of much that smells worse than that. Like, it's not as common as a fart. Like a fart, everyone smelled farts all the time because everybody farts. Body odor is not as common. Most people that were around aren't producing crazy body odor. They showered today or at least yesterday. But when you are around bad BO, that could make me vomit. That's just so nasty.
Yeah, and then that would make Mike vomit.
Certainly would.
All right, so you've taken other
Other people's
You're making a
farts.
very clear distinction, not farts, but other people's
Well, my
farts.
farts are
This
fantastic.
isn't best smells. We already did that.
Right. Best smells would be my farts. Worst smells are other people's farts.
And then you're taking BO.
Body odor.
Okay.
How does that happen? It's so bizarre that something that smells as bad as a fart,
Can be enjoyed
you
by
can
yourself.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Well, you guys don't enjoy it. It's like a morbid curiosity, right?
Yeah, totally.
100%.
You two are
Andy.
weird, man.
100%.
All right, Mike, you're up.
It's disgusting, and it's just a curiosity.
I will take a porta potty
Oh, okay.
Okay.
because trying to go to the bathroom in a porta potty, it's in Arizona especially. I don't know if everyone has experienced the 100+ degree porta potty where it is just rotting away in the basin of that thing, but it is horrifying.
That's a tough one because you're saying a porta potty itself.
I think it's understood what I'm talking about.
Well,
okay, fine. A heavily soiled
No,
porta
no,
potty.
no.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Like, do I have to put
First
that
of all,
in
I'm
there?
not picking it apart. I'm trying to decide what I'm allowed to pick.
No,
now.
so that
because I'm picking. I wanted to pick poop.
Yeah, so you can't pick poop because that's the smell in a porta potty.
No, the smell of a porta potty. He's trying to. He wouldn't say. He'd say poop. He's saying porta potty for the all-encompassing, like combo platter, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you take poop, which I'll allow it, you
Yeah.
are taking what I have already selected, except like a much milder version of it.
Right.
Because a
So
porta
now you're
potty,
diminishing it, so I don't want to take it.
because a poop compared to mounds and mounds of
Multiple people's
you know
poop
what?
left in a hole.
Don't worry about it.
Put it in a
Don't
small
worry about
room.
it. I'm gonna go a different direction. I'm gonna go deep cuts.
you
You know what? I'm doing two deep.
B-side.
I'm gonna go. Well, we'll go with this one first. I'm gonna go rotten eggs.
That was
Rotten eggs is
I was
atrocious.
between that and porta potty.
Rotten eggs is both the smell of rotten eggs. It's also the smell of like what sulfur, basically.
Yeah,
Gas.
It's sulfur gas. That rotten egg smell
it's rough.
is bad. It's real bad. It can kill you in the wrong environment. Number 2,
Is that factual information?
100%.
Rotten egg smell can
Sulfur
kill you?
can.
Sulfur gas.
can.
Yeah, that smells like rotten eggs. If you're at like a
Well, are
like
you
Yellowstone,
Okay, but are you like sulfur isn't rotten eggs? Are you taking rotten eggs?
I'm taking the rotten egg smell.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Which smells like sulfur, or vice versa. The second thing I'm taking, I said deep cut, burnt hair.
That's on my list.
Burnt
hair is bad.
hair is
Why does it smell so bad?
indescribably disgusting.
Well, and you go,
And I can't.
that's burnt hair.
I was going to say, I don't know what context I've been around where I'm regularly have smelled burnt hair. It's probably been 3 times in my life. I don't know when or why. It's gross. Burnt hair. Final answer.
Okie dokie.
All right. Well,
That-
This is where Mike takes poop. Please just take poop.
Well,
No.
he's got to have it to put in the porta potty.
But, well, I mean, there is, in fact, poop involved in my next pick.
Is this a clean porta potty, like
Yeah,
fresh off the
he has
line?
a brand new porta potty.
Look,
He
the
just
plastic
hates
they use.
You can't take the plastic,
Yeah.
I will take sewage.
Okay.
which is
There is
kind of in the porta
Yes,
potty.
it is definitely
Okay.
in the same realm, but there is a different smell when you're smelling that backed up sewer. It's a lot different than a porta potty.
That's fine. That's good.
There's also garbage and stuff mixed in there.
Okay.
All right. Look, I am taking people. And by that, what I mean is I've got their farts, I've got their body odor,
All right.
and I'm taking their bad breath.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Halitosis.
Yes, good halitosis Joe with the stinky body odor. Yeah, and he's farting up a storm.
So you don't want to smell people.
I don't want to smell the bad parts of people.
Yeah.
I would love to smell you if you're fresh and clean and
Like
have a
Mike's
nice,
porta potty.
have a nice perfume. Right, like Mike's
Like
fresh and
pristine.
clean, pristine porta potty. I don't mind the smell of plastic, so that's fine.
I really like the idea of Mike just plastic smells bad. Real
Yeah.
bad.
So
All right.
now to complete,
What's your team so far? And then you have one left?
right now I've got farts, body odor, and bad breath. I got the stinky people out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I could complete it with going like stinky feet, really take the whole trifecta.
You really
that would be
should.
good, actually.
It would be good. That's fine, but I'm not going to
You're
do
going to
that.
ruin the avatar that you have built?
Now I'm second guessing myself. Now I'm questioning. Let me write this
Yeah, no,
out
just
here
put
and see
it-
which one.
Let's do an outlier.
Sure. we
Wait,
got
are you doing some abacus?
Yep.
over
moving
there.
This one to the left. I'm going to take. I'm going to complete the avatar. I have to do it.
Yes.
I'm going stinky feet.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, look, I don't think it's the
those are really
vote
bad.
getter.
Those are real bad. We're not talking the everyday, little itty bitty stinky feet. When you get
Yes.
Oh,
like
There are people
who have a problem.
They remove the second they remove their shoe, you say, "Sir or madam, I need you to put your shoes back on."
And purchase some odor eaters.
Well, excellent, because that left the pick that I wanted to take, which you certainly could have taken this.
I've got it written down and circled.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you see what I wrote down?
No, I did
Okay.
not. But I'm taking cigarette smoke.
Oh, that's it. So here's the thing with that.
And look, okay, here's a PSA. Smokers, you're free to do your thing. You smell bad. You smell really, really bad, and you don't know that you smell bad.
they know.
No, they don't.
They have to know.
No.
Here's
They-
the funny
they-
thing about that is
You become immune to it. They like
if you now this is slightly different, so I'm not discounting it. That's a good pick. My grandfather smoked a pipe.
that's
Oh,
different. That's
that's
why I
great.
said
Best smell
cigarette.
in the world.
Yes,
Because
Like,
and there are people who cigarette smoke means like the person that they loved, that smoked.
good. Well, good for them, but
They're stinky friends.
it's rough.
That was
man.
on my
your short
list. No, it was on my original, thinking of ideas, but then I was like, I don't want to lose a smoker vote.
No,
You
that's
can
why I'm
vote for me.
saying. I
So,
prefaced it with,
Sure.
I'm not condemning you.
Smokers
I'm
out
just
there.
saying you smell.
Mike has called you stinky.
Carry some Febreze.
Vote for Jason.
What was the one that you found that was boiled urine?
Boiled urine.
Boiled urine.
What did you? Let me
After
see
you
what
said
wrote.
that,
Oh, okay.
I wanted to look up what other people said after you said that, and there was somebody who said sweaty crotch.
Oh yeah.
That's not one I'm not drafting.
In the business, we call that duck butter.
Oh, we do.
Duck
In
bar.
the business. In the biz. You are in the biz.
That's right.
All right, so far I have a decomposing flesh. I've got rotten eggs. I've got burnt hair. And I've got a decision to make. And it's not going to be sweaty crotch. So, man, it's between two animals.
Okay. Hey, you're the last pick.
See, he's going to take the one I wanted.
It's
a
either
good pick.
cat pee or dog poop, and I'm going to go cat pee.
Okay. It's real bad. You
Cat
are correct.
pee is so bad that millions of dollars in commercials goes to making
Yes.
sure your cat pee gets to the right deodorizing place.
I literally don't know what cat pee smells like because I don't like cats and I'm not around cats,
It's
and
rough.
therefore I'm not around cat pee.
So, yeah, I'm going to close it out there. Jason, you have other people's farts. You have other people's body odor. You have other people's bad breath. You have other people's stinky feet.
Yeah.
The thing about stinky
for
feet,
you, all of those, they're just great.
well,
This is I love my stinky feet.
Your body odor.
body odor, stinky feet. You don't even have to classify other people because when you
That's
stink,
true.
you
That
know
is
you
true.
stink.
Yeah, you do.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's the
Or
worst.
like, well,
I don't enjoy-
if you get a smell of it.
No, I don't enjoy, when my pits are smelling, I don't enjoy that. That's not like a fart.
I want you to know.
You don't do the little
Oh,
smell
sure,
feet?
of course I do. There's something
And
wrong
you
with this.
go, oh,
Well, you go, oh, that's
It's a little
bad.
bit of shock.
Oh,
a little
no.
morbid curiosity.
Yes.
Mike has vomit, a porta potty, sewage, and cigarette smoke. I have
shout out to Wet Dog.
And and a skunk.
Yeah.
fish, dead fish.
Yeah.
I have two things written down: skunk and fish on mine.
Yeah, ammonia is in the consideration, and then obviously sweaty crotch.
Yeah. I had a gym bag written down as well.
And
That can
boiled urine.
And boiled urine. All right.
What did we learn today?
I learned that people can boil urine. Honestly,
that's- well,
I genuinely learned that today.
You didn't know
learned
that they could?
people.
no, I
you learn
didn't think it
people
was
do.
legally permissible.
Interesting.
I learned that Andy thinks other people should be working on holidays.
yeah, I learned.
No, happily working on holidays.
Right, that's true. That's true. Happily
Give me
working
my
on it.
meat with a smile.
I learned
Butcher.
that death will allow a game shark, but not a game genie. Because you guys did not
Oh.
you did not refute
Now,
my game shark.
We gave up on you. We knew you were cheating.
I totally forgot to bring it up, but I mean that's just full on Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, where they challenge death to multitude of games.
How did it work out?
They beat him. They beat him in Battleship.
Did they have a Game Shark? They had to have a Game Shark.
You can't
I know
Game
it.
Shark Battleship.
That's fair.
B12.
He would try real hard.
I would find a way.
Take a little photo.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.